Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, discussion piece today on whether you can recook charcloth to get it to reactivate. First off, I want to say, as with any video I make, this is just my opinion, and please do not take it as gospel. I'm not an expert at this stuff. I just make videos because this is what I find, and it's just my opinion. So opinions like arseholes, everyone's got one. So that's what I want to preface it with. If you find you can do it and it works for you, all more power to you. And I don't ever want to put out information that I think I'm right and someone else is wrong or whatever. That's not the way I do things. I give the information out, take it as it is, and please don't take me saying anything that Dean said this and this is how it should be done or whatever. That's not me. But anyway, I had long heard that you can recook charcloth and get it to reactivate. I had some charcloth I had it buried. I was going through my gear, and it was actually, I don't know how old it is. I think it's 2 or 3 years old. I'd cooked it ages ago. To tell you the truth, I do not know how old it is. And I picked it up yesterday. And it's beautiful looking charcloth. Beautiful black, supple, beautiful squares of, this is the one here, and none of it's crumbly or anything. It's all really, really nice charcloth. Anyway, I thought, I'll just have a go at it. Rips really nice. Doesn't rip into the fuzzies that I like. Anyway, I started driving sparks into it. It wouldn't pick a spark up. I hit it with a lighter, and it wouldn't pick a spark up. It just will not pick a spark up. It doesn't matter how much you drive sparks onto that. Even with a lighter, you'll get it to spark. It is completely dead. It's landing all over that. You can see the bits of stone and that. It hits it, keeps hitting it. I hit it with a lighter. I got it to go, and it fizzled out. So completely unreactive. It's not even holding a spark. I thought, why not put it into the tin again? I put it in the tin, cook it like normal. A little bit of smoke came out, wasn't much. Sat there for about 5 minutes, I suppose. That's the least amount. Yep, this is the one. Came out beautiful again. Ripped really nicely now. Nice supple black. Creates a lot of fuzzies this time. I don't know why the difference is between the two. That one did take a spark, but okay. I might be wrong. I tried it last night. The piece I tried wouldn't take a spark. So I may be wrong. Okay, fair enough. I may have jumped the gun. That piece did take a spark. So I may be. The other piece didn't. It's very slow, and it's going out. See, normally charcloth burns very fast, so this is, yeah, it's strange. It's not very hot either, and it's very slow. So this could be good too, in a way. So I don't know. Yeah, so just take this as it is. That surprised me because I drove sparks into a piece. I had the ripped piece. There's a ripped piece up here. I may have thrown it into there. There was a ripped piece here. But I tried last night. And I was all about to make a video that I couldn't get it to go. That could have been that ripped piece I had from... See, I think that's that piece I had brought out. See, it picked a spark up there. That's ember transferred on. It's only just going, so yeah, it's take this as it is, but I don't know if I would rely on reactivating charcloth as a, and it might be how old it is. This is very old. Like, I would not hold charcloth for 3 or 4 years. See, that's out of that same bag. That's out of that one. That's out of the reactivated one. And this is not picking up sparks. But it doesn't have the fuzzies, so it's blunt. It's a blunt edge. This grey, I have noticed. Some of this Aussie stuff, the grey especially, is not as good as the black. We have a reputation for not having very good flint in Australia, and it comes from the grey. This grey, Aussie grey, is not as good as Aussie black. Aussie black is the preferred flint as far as I'm concerned. This Aussie grey is not as good stone, but anyway, it's still flint, and it still throws sparks depending on if you can get a good edge. That's just my opinion. Yeah, see this one? That's out of that reactivated one, and it's not taking a spark. So I would definitely not hold charcloth for long periods of time. Do not make big batches of it. That's my suggestion. I was very silly when I was first starting out. I made bags and bags of this stuff, and it bit me in the ass because I had lots and lots and lots of charcloth that eventually was rubbish because it picks up moisture from the air and becomes non-reactive, and it even this was sealed in a sealed bag, sitting in the bottom of a another box. I have big Warwicks of boxes with sealed lids, sitting in Ziploc bags sealed, and it was fully sealed. I actually had to break the seal to get it open, so it couldn't have got much moisture in there. But anyway, yeah, it did. and it was very non-reactive. I drove sparks in it for ages and it will not take a spark. But I suggest if you're going to make charcloth or char material, only make little batches of it. Only use that up, then make another batch. Only use up to so you've only got a couple of pieces left. Then use those few pieces, keep a few pieces aside so that you still got some char left, and then make another batch up so that you've always got a little bit of char left, and then make more up. But only make up a little tin. Don't use big tins like I do. This is for punkwood. I found punkwood is a little bit more forgiving. It tends to be a little bit more forgiving. I've got a fair bit of punkwood, and it takes a spark pretty well, even though it sits there for a little while. But I do use it a fair bit. I try to use it up and try to keep it going, as far as it goes. Charcloth does degrade very quickly. I've found, a month or two, and it's not as good. So that's my thoughts on it. This stuff really disappointed me. I found, and I was very surprised that stuff picked it up, because I did try a couple of pieces last night and it wouldn't pick up spark. So I don't know if other batches would give you a different result. This is only anecdotal too. That's only one thing. So, if you're going to do, you never do experiments with just one thing and then call it a day. Experimentation takes several data points to be able to, start to confirm and build a database up. So I would definitely try your own experiments before writing it off. But from my initial response would be, you probably couldn't reactivate charcloth very well. You might be able to get the odd one that will reactivate, but maybe not as a whole batch. So that could be another thing too, because I threw that whole thing in and tried to reactivate that whole lot. Maybe if I did smaller batches or something too, that could be another way of trying to do it. So but I think I'm just going to discard that, because it's not worth my effort to try and save it. I've got that much. I found lamp wicks there that I'd charred. So I've got rolls and rolls of char material there that I'd put in a box and I had left, and I hadn't even looked at them in ages. So I haven't even tried them yet. I'm hoping that I haven't wasted them either. So it's because lamp wick is quite expensive to buy, and if I've wasted that, that's a shame. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Anyway, I thought I'd report on that. As I said, don't take anything I say as gospel. Just this is just me rambling and what I found. Just do your own experiments too. But I put the information out there, and then that usually puts an idea in your head, and then you can go from there. If you want to try to do do your own experiments and try and find something that suits you. So I couldn't get this stuff to work anyway. You might be able to get something to work for yourself. So as far as I could see, I couldn't get this stuff to reactivate very well. That one lot could have been an outlier. So anyway, thanks for watching.